Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night with your leg locked in pain, like your muscles are suddenly in a knot, pulling tight, and no matter how you shift or stretch, it just won't let go? You're not alone. It's something a lot of folks over 60 quietly deal with, even though they rarely talk about it. That deep, sharp cramp that shoots through your calf, or sometimes even your thigh, can be more than just annoying. It can ruin your sleep, affect your ability to walk the next day, and make you feel like your legs are giving up on you. But here's the truth. Your legs aren't giving up. They're speaking to you. They're asking for help. Leg cramps, especially as we get older, often have less to do with age and more to do with what's missing from our diet. See, muscles are like tiny engines. They need fuel, they need hydration, and they definitely need minerals, like potassium, magnesium, and calcium, to fire correctly. When any of those are off balance, your muscles start misfiring. And cramps? That's the result. Now here's the good news. There are simple natural foods that can help stop those cramps before they even start. Not pills, not complicated supplements. Just real everyday foods you can pick up from your local store and work into your meals without a second thought. Let's talk about the first one. And if you haven't had this in a while, you're in for a pleasant surprise. Not just for your legs, but your overall energy too. Bananas. Yes, something as simple and familiar as a banana can make a powerful difference. It's not just a snack, it's a leg-saving powerhouse. Bananas are rich in potassium, which is absolutely essential for keeping your muscles relaxed and functioning smoothly. When potassium levels dip too low, muscles can contract involuntarily, and that's exactly what caused those painful cramps in your calves or feet. But here's what many people don't realize. It's not just the potassium that makes bananas effective. They also provide magnesium and small amounts of calcium. This trio, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, work together to maintain the right electrical signals in your body. Think of them as a support team, keeping your muscles calm, steady, and strong. And the best part? Bananas are incredibly easy to eat. You don't have to cook them. You don't have to prep anything. Just peel and enjoy. Want to take it a step further? Try slicing one into a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast, or blend it into a smoothie with a handful of spinach and some Greek yogurt. More nutrients, more muscle support, and more flavor. Some people avoid bananas thinking they have too much sugar. But here's the thing. The natural sugar in a banana comes with fiber, which slows down how your body absorbs it, so you get sustained energy instead of a spike. And if you're active, even just walking daily, that sugar becomes fuel for your muscles, not fat. One banana a day, especially in the morning or before your evening walk, can make a meaningful difference in reducing the number of nighttime cramps. And it's not just about stopping pain. When your muscles feel supported, your whole body moves better. You feel more confident stepping out of bed, more stable walking across the room, and more comfortable standing for longer periods. That alone can open up your day in ways you hadn't imagined. Whether it's walking through the garden, joining a friend at the park, or just getting through the grocery store without stopping to rub your calves. So if you've been waking up with cramps or dealing with tight, aching legs during the day, don't ignore it. Start with your plate. Your muscles need more than movement. They need minerals. And bananas are one of the gentlest, most effective ways to give your body what it's missing. Now, if you've started including bananas in your routine, you're already giving your legs a head start. But let's not stop there, because there's another food that often gets overlooked, even though it's quietly sitting in most kitchens. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it's powerful. Especially when it comes to reducing leg cramps and rebuilding muscle strength in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s. I'm talking about sweet potatoes. That's right. The humble sweet potato is one of nature's richest sources of potassium. In fact, ounce for ounce, sweet potatoes contain even more potassium than bananas. But that's only part of the story. They also bring something else to the table. Magnesium and beta-carotene, which is a powerful antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation in the muscles and joints. You see, as we age, inflammation becomes one of the hidden enemies of mobility. It creeps in quietly, making your legs feel stiff, your joints feel sore, and your energy feel drained. That stiffness, that slow tension in your calves or ankles, it's not just age. It's inflammation that's been building up over time, and what we eat plays a huge role in either feeding that fire or putting it out. Sweet potatoes are like fire extinguishers for your muscles. They calm the inflammation, relax the tension, and feed your body with the minerals it needs to stay balanced. And because they digest slowly, they also give you steady energy without spiking your blood sugar. That's a big deal, especially if you're trying to avoid crashes in the afternoon or feel strong enough for a walk after dinner. Now here's the beautiful part. They're delicious. Whether you bake them, mash them, or roast them with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of cinnamon, sweet potatoes are comforting, satisfying, and nourishing. You can slice one into wedges, pop it in the oven, and have a leg-loving snack in under 30 minutes. Or cook a batch and reheat them through the week. Easy, no fuss, and always tasty. And if you're wondering whether you can eat them daily, the answer is yes. As long as your overall diet is balanced, there's no harm in making sweet potatoes a regular visitor on your plate. In fact, a few forkfuls a few times a week could help you feel less tight in the mornings and more stable on your feet throughout the day. Many seniors don't realize just how food connects to the way their legs feel. We assume it's about age or genetics, but the body responds directly to what you put into it. Feed it well, and you'll feel the shift. Suddenly, that cramp you've been fighting for years starts showing up less. The steps you take don't feel quite so heavy, and that small fear of walking across the room without holding on to something, it begins to fade. It's not a miracle. It's minerals. It's smart choices. It's consistent nourishment. And if you're someone who's struggled with circulation or leg pain, this little root vegetable might be your new best friend. Because when your muscles are relaxed, your blood flows better. And when blood flows better, your entire body gets the oxygen and nutrients it needs to move with ease. So now we've got bananas for daily support, and sweet potatoes to soothe inflammation and replenish minerals. Two gentle, affordable, and effective ways to protect your legs without turning to expensive pills or complicated routines. Just real food, real comfort, real results. You've made it this far, and by now you might already be picturing a bowl of oatmeal with banana slices or a warm plate of roasted sweet potatoes waiting for dinner. That's the power of simple changes. They don't feel overwhelming. They feel inviting, and that's exactly how taking care of your legs should feel. Now let's talk about the third food. It might surprise you. It's not something most people think about when they're dealing with leg cramps or muscle pain, but it's one of the most effective sources of magnesium you can eat. And magnesium, that's your secret weapon. Because while potassium relaxes your muscles and calcium supports contraction, magnesium is the calming mineral that keeps everything in rhythm. So what's this third food? Pumpkin seeds. Yes, these tiny seeds, often tossed aside after carving a pumpkin, are packed with powerful nutrients. Just a small handful of pumpkin seeds delivers nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. That's huge, especially when you consider how common magnesium deficiency is among older adults. Low magnesium levels are one of the biggest hidden causes of frequent leg cramps. The reason? Magnesium helps regulate muscle contractions. Without enough of it, your muscles can twitch, spasm, and cramp without warning. And the older we get, the harder it becomes for our bodies to absorb magnesium from food, making it even more important to get consistent, reliable sources like pumpkin seeds into your meals. But magnesium isn't the only benefit here. Pumpkin seeds also provide zinc, iron, and healthy fats that support circulation and joint health. They help keep your blood flowing, your muscles relaxed, and your energy steady. And they're incredibly easy to add to your day. You can sprinkle them on top of a salad, stir them into yogurt, or just grab a handful as a snack in the afternoon. Toasted with a little sea salt, they become crunchy and satisfying. And if chewing is difficult, you can even find them ground into seed butter or blended into smoothies. No matter how you take them, they're gentle on the stomach and kind to your muscles. What's wonderful about pumpkin seeds is how small they are, yet how much strength they offer. They remind us that you don't need to make big changes to feel better. Sometimes, it's the quiet additions that bring the biggest comfort. Now imagine what happens when you bring all three foods together. A banana in the morning, sweet potatoes with lunch or dinner, A few pumpkin seeds between meals or on top of your favorite dish. Each one doing its part. Each one sending your muscles a message. You're supported, you're nourished, and you're not alone in this. You don't have to accept pain as a normal part of aging. You don't have to live with discomfort or interrupted sleep. Your legs have carried you through so much in life. They deserve care, not resignation. And your body, even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, still responds to love, still responds to nourishment, still has the ability to get stronger, steadier, and more confident, one bite at a time. So today, you have a choice. Not a hard one, just a simple shift. Choose a banana instead of a processed snack. Roast those sweet potatoes you've had sitting in the pantry. Add a handful of pumpkin seeds to your afternoon tea. These aren't just foods. They're steps toward freedom, from pain, from fatigue, from the fear of that next cramp catching you off guard. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve restful sleep, steady steps, and strength that lasts. And the best part? You don't need anything fancy to start, just a little awareness, a little intention, and a little help from nature. If you found this helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, which of these foods are you going to try first? Or if you've got your own leg-friendly food secret, share it, because we're all learning together. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more real, helpful tips to stay strong, stay steady, and feel your best at any age. You're not just growing older, you're growing wiser. And every wise step you take is another step toward a life that feels good from the inside out. Here's to stronger legs, deeper sleep, and peaceful nights. Because you've earned it.